welcome to another Rebelscum.com video. Today we are out in Florida, somewhere around the Orlando area. We're in some small town near Orlando, and we're at this really cool store that has all kinds of awesome toys, various stuff, modern, vintage, and especially Star Wars. Here we're at Echo Base Collectibles. I kind of like that name. That's pretty cool.
I like it too.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool name. I'm really looking forward to this. We walked through for a brief moment. I asked them, of course, if we could film, and they were like, "Yeah, go ahead." We're like, "Sweet."
I'm like, oh, Rebelscum? Yeah, of course.
Sweet.
Whatever you need.
So here we are. We're gonna do what we call "What's in the shop." What's in the shop? There's a lot of cool stuff in this shop. Actually, it's really nice. I really liked when we walked in. I was like, "Hey," we walked in and they actually have toys, which is a breath of fresh air.
Notice how we didn't go live from MegaCon.
Yeah, we didn't go live at MegaCon. It was.
It's a great show if you collect that type of stuff.
But it was mostly anime stuff, mostly pops, and it was incredibly crowded.
Look at that logo, man.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I really like it. They also do print to it as well, which is Rebel reprints. Yeah, MegaCon was cool. It was just super jam-packed. Even if we had gone live, there's no way, even if we were talking directly to the camera, with my face all the way against the camera,
it was too loud, yeah.
At all. It was crazy packed. But it was a nice big con.
Well, we're out here in Florida, so there you go.
Let's go on inside. So we have this nice clean entryway, and already there's some really cool posters up. Of course, I love these. I love this especially. That's some really beautiful artwork. I love how scenic that is. And then of course you've got a bunch of vintage carded images just all up in this poster. I really like that. I love posters like that. And then as soon as you walk in, there's just all kinds of toy awesomeness everywhere. Look at this awesome display here. Man. I think every turtle collector, especially a serious turtle collector, should strive to have an awesome display like this.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing about Mikey.
I was going to say certain tattooed covered.
A certain tattooed turtled enthusiast.
Yeah.
Got some Silverhawks. Josh,
Yeah,
how
this
often
is.
do you even get to see Silverhawks?
Not. I mean, when I do see them, it's not that many.
And it's not. They're in really good shape. It looks like too.
That Copper Kid is actually in great shape because the problem, I know this is a Star Wars channel, but the problem with Bluegrass and Copper Kid there was to get those colors, the paint flaked really, really badly.
Yeah.
So for the chest and toes not to be.
And then as soon as you turn, look at that. A big life-size Han Solo in carbonite. And as you'll notice, that's not a trick of the light. There are lights inside of this thing, pulsing, making it heat up and then cool off, and then heat up and then cool off. You got all the little tech paneling down here on the side. And then you've got this really cool display right here. It's an R2-D2 cabinet. And it rotates figures. Look at all those awesome vintage Star Wars figures. We could just stand here all day and do this. Just get lost in the sauce.
Hey, that's not Star Wars.
Oh, hey, yeah, that one isn't. And then if you look up, there's a Hoth Ice Planet playset in decent shape too, especially
with the box.
These playsets. The elevator's there. It's got all the guides. That's really cool. Then you got some Gentle Giant Jumbos, some mini rigs. And that's not all of the Star Wars. There's plenty more Star Wars in the store too.
It's mixed all the way through the store.
All the way around. There's some other cool vintage toys. Lunch boxes. That's awesome. Did you notice the Xeno Chew there? That's really cool.
Yeah.
You've got the Ultimate
Snake Mountain.
Snake Mountain. And that's cool. I hadn't seen this out of the box before. It looks really neat. Here's my favorite section. There's some loose G1s and things. Beautiful.
It's almost this
Nice.
Wild Forest Savage cycle.
I actually had most of those ones.
Did you?
as a kid.
There's so many awesome G1s in there. A lot of cool fan favorite characters. A lot of cool vintage Power Rangers and Voltron. We need to get 100 Voltrons and make the Voltron. A lot of vintage Power Rangers. Do you need that vintage Zed? Yeah, you do.
We have one of those in Bay 12.
Oh, we do, don't we?
Yeah, it was mine as a
Some
kid.
vintage turtle stuff. Look at that classic lunchbox. That is really awesome. Got a big plush Mikey. There's so many cool things. There's a little bit of something for everybody here. And they even
Got some
have
Legos.
vintage and modern. Just a little bit. And then they even have a bunch of the new Super 7 stuff, a lot of reaction and a few other things. There's a lot of awesome reaction figures here.
Sent a couple of photos to Mike.
Even some of the older Super 7 reactions. They got some carded. Hey, Tim, do you need those King of the Hills?
I actually reviewed those.
Oh, yes, they did.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
I would
His
hope,
response is
I would
pocket
hope
sand.
He has like a snapping arm action that is meant to throw the pocket sand. Did you see the life-size R2D2?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's really awesome. I really love the life-size Jungle Giant stuff. Some Josh has to have.
I did love it as a kid. I just read it. My play with it broke.
Hey, we already looked at this.
Yeah, I'm just coming full circle.
Then you got the front counter right there with even more awesome stuff in that showcase. Some Tim has to haves.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that Bog Rover. And that carded Swamp Thing. And a loose one. Got some other loose figures of all kinds of things. You've got some loose vintage Marvel figures, some loose.
Those are Secret Wars.
Got some loose Trons. Got a Crash Dummies toy. That
Oh, yeah.
was a very
I had
short-lived
all
set of toys.
those. I had every one of them as a kid. Looks like some fresh product they're getting ready to put out.
Action Fleet, and then they got some stuff, some awesome figures and characters behind the counter, some more Ultimates, and some more box vintage pieces. And then look at that, the G.I. Joe Carrier. That's a cool set.
The flag, sir.
Man, that thing is huge. That thing is huge. You can fit so many vehicles on that. Look at all those.
I have to admit, the flag can definitely hold more spaghetti than any Star Wars piece.
I mean,
And there's the Terradrome with the box.
I'm sure isn't it still considered the biggest 3/3 scale playset?
Yeah.
Pretty impressive, if you ask me. Most impressive.
Most impressive.
And then you've got a lot of awesome carded stuff. There's a little bit of G.I. Joe carded over here. A lot of carded Marvel, some Marvel Legends, some loose Marvel Legends. There's some really cool loose Marvel Legends. Even some from the Toy Biz days. You got some 12-inch stuff. You got some more Josh has to haves. Got some more turtle stuff. There's all kinds of cool things over here. And over here, don't tell Jamie.
Yeah.
Vintage Jurassic Park.
This is pretty cool too.
That's very cool.
Yeah, those are real cool actually.
That was a really cool turtle series. I thought.
Hey, look, they're filming us, filming them.
Filmception.
I gotta say, this is probably the best selection of JP that I've seen.
I've never seen this many vintage Jurassic Park in one place. Especially not at a collectible store.
And just so you guys know, this is where we are.
Yep. For those of you who didn't hear us in the beginning, we are at Echo Base Collectibles in Florida.
So take a screenshot so you can contact them, hit
case-
them up.
In case you saw something on this video that you just have to have, and I don't know if they ship, but you can ask.
Hey Tim, what's that big what's the big
Is that the
Panther Zord
Is that
back
the
there?
Thundercat Zord?
Yeah.
It is Thundercat.
It is Thundercat.
Isn't that their like?
That's their lair.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you have to get that, right? No,
yeah, he does.
because you do the Thundercats. Look at all that Motu. That's a lot.
I
of
just
awesome
like how
Motu.
Thundercats and Motu are in the same showcase as they should be.
Yeah, but they have Voltron on top of it too.
That
So this is
Did you
just-
see
this
the
is just the
Castle of
Tim
Lions,
section.
too? The Lion Castle is awesome. And then they got some vintage
Look at that
wrestling.
Boulder Hill playset.
They got a lot of good mask stuff here too.
This got a lot of good stuff in general.
Yeah. Got some vintage wrestlers. How many of these does Gingy need?
Well, I know he needs that one right there, and I'm thinking about it.
Oh man. Oh man. He needs the Hogan.
No.
Every time I look, it'll make me laugh. You get it. You get me. And then there is, so we didn't cover this aisle. Guess we'll like do a little roundabout. And like I said, guys, there's a little bit of something for everybody. So we've got some more modern Motu stuff, but then we get into some of the girly stuff.
Some of the Heather has to have.
There's some vintage ponies. There's some Barbie stuff. There's, I don't know what that is. More Barbie stuff. Some modern turtle stuff, mostly NECA. And there's some good NECA packs here too. The Triceratons I always thought were super cool. I like how a lot of toy companies figured that early on. It's like, hey, let's incorporate some kind of dinosaur-like character into our show, and that'll be easy money, and it always was. Everybody loves the dinosaur stuff.
Classic Erector set.
Yeah. Some vintage Batman. Loose. You got the Bat Boat. You've got the Batwing. That's the
Forever.
Batman. Yeah. Isn't the Bat Boat also forever?
Yeah. No, that's Batman.
Yeah. No,
They
they
might-
put that one in forever also.
I gotta go back and watch them.
Because remember, Two-Face sunk Jim Carrey's battleship.
Yes.
And then you've got some mystery things. Everybody loves mystery minis. Some vintage Lion King toys. Haven't seen those in a while.
And usually they have some pretty banging music going, but we had to turn it down so the video didn't get pulled.
And they also have their own swag. They have all kinds of awesome T-shirts and like with their brand on it and all kinds of different art styles. So you've got that. You've got that one.
There's a bunch of good ones here.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I figured you would.
That's really cool. You got that. You got some more. You got some Gremlin stuff. It's on this one. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool, actually. I like that a lot.
We even got. Look at that.
Trying to remember what it was in How I Met Your Mother. They called Ted.
The fanny pack?
It was like the fanny pack torch. But I can't remember the words.
And then we've got some classic Kenner toys. Some Kenner Terminators, some Kenner Aliens. Those Kenner Terminators look good. Look, there's the glow-in-the-dark one.
The Indo Glow.
That's my favorite of the Kenner Terminator toys. You got
10th
some,
anniversary Mantis.
You've got some
If you know
Spawn.
anything about aliens, you know that's a pretty good figure. They actually have it pretty
You got-
severely underpriced.
You got that other sci-fi thing. And then, of course,
And then
guys,
they got a
we've
whole
been-
sports section.
We've been building to it, and this last whole section is nothing but Star Wars. Lots of awesome Star Wars stuff here of all kinds. You got some VC, you got some Power of the Force 2 Expanded Universe, you got 12-inch, you got
Mighty
Mighty
Mugs.
I love that
The
they put
baseball
the,
back case.
the figure placeholders from the Kenner cards behind there. That's a really cool design.
That's something that Rebelscum is working on.
You got some loose playsets, some loose action fleet, sealed vehicles, elites,
B. Elite.
and lots of carded stuff back here. Even carded vintage.
Well, those are all off the bubble.
Oh. Well, you got the card with it at least. At the very least. That's still something. I love this poster. That is a really, really awesome design. That is so cool. And then we got some Black Series. That's my favorite thing to collect in Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
Love me some Black Series. And then we've got all kinds of other things. A lot of loose vehicles, mostly vintage vehicles, but there's a few modern ones, like this Land Speeder here and that TIE Fighter there are modern.
2
Not
Imperial
one, but
shuttles in assorted condition.
Some Falcons, some vintage
All
original
3.
Falcons.
Well, you got
Or at
Star
least the
Wars,
boxes.
ESB, and Jedi boxes.
And
We don't know
then
if there's anything in there.
Vintage Interceptor, a regular white vintage TIE Fighter, because there was the white and the blue one. Got the X-Wing, some play sets. Jabba's Dungeon, that's pretty cool. It's an awesome
And that's
playset.
the regular line, not the Power of the Force version.
And then we've got all kinds of awesome stuff in the case, but before we get to that, there's a lot of cool stuff up above it. Look at that Ewok Village.
Yeah, but most importantly,
That IG-88,
Look
and
at
it's
that.
encapsulated. That's really nice too.
look at that. That's a bad boy right there.
Look at all that. And then, of course, you've got all kinds of awesome vintage. A lot of
Telling
Power
you,
of the
here,
Force. Yep, go here, guys. If
you need to hit these guys up if you're in Florida, or if you want some stuff sent to you. You need to hit them up.
check them out.
Got some graded stuff in there. Some
All
good
kinds
Power of the
cool
Force stuff.
yeah.
Cloud City playset.
Hey, look, it's Veers. And then over here, you've got some of the vintage glasses, amongst more loose vintage awesomeness.
Well, it's mixed in. There's all kinds of stuff here.
And over here, look at that. Look at him. Look, he's just doing a good job.
What's his name?
His name's Roger.
Of course, his name is Roger.
It's Roger. I mean, what else would it be?
Roger.
Roger, Roger, Roger.
Anyway, guys, if you're in the neighborhood, if
Even if you're not,
if you're flying into Orlando and you're checking out other stuff, if you're going to Galaxy's Edge, oh, thank you so much, and you want to come and find some awesome Star Wars stuff locally, look these guys up, Echo-based Collectibles. They're really awesome. They have all kinds of really cool stuff. They're here.
it's not a huge store, but there's a lot of quality content in here.
There's a lot of
Show me
awesome
the back
stuff.
one more time.
Yep, and if you're trying to get a hold of them, here's their info. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're not following us on social media, make sure you're doing that for also more updated news. And check out all of our other video content here on Rebelscum.com. We do all kinds of video content all the time and new articles daily. So make sure you're looking for that new content. Check out our galleries and other tools to help you as collectors. And that's it for today, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. You Rebel Scum.